Oh, Hanaki, did you know that our souls are connected by fate? Well, what do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki from production kawaii's Hanamizuki. Good morning. Oh, Hanaki, do I sound different? Psst, psst, psst. Hey, do I sound different? Do I sound different to you? Do I sound... I don't know how it would sound to you guys, actually. Do I sound different, though? Yeah, Hanaki, good morning. You do sound a bit different? Good. That means it was worth it. A little bit? I mean, like, quality-wise, for the record. Not necessarily, like, does my voice sound different? Because, I mean, I still talk like myself. Yeah, so I got a new microphone. This was my little treat for, getting through the box tasks these past couple of weeks. Okay, well, actually, it was a mix of, like, needing it for my voice, and then also, little treat time. You do sound pretty clear. Sick. Okay, yeah. So, I got a new microphone. It's, a bit different from my last one, I think. I got it on a recommendation from somebody who, like, works in the audio sphere. They said that the mic that I was previously using, while okay, was not the best for my voice type. So they recommended this one instead. And so I got it. I am glad that it sounds good. I messed with the settings a bunch yesterday. At first, it sounded like I was talking, through, like, a old-timey phone, so I was like, oh god. I immediately thought that something happened to it. Or that it was, like, broken from when I tried to, like, set it up. So I was like, oh, no. So, I had to do some troubleshooting. But, looks like we managed to fix it. So that's good. It sounds like you're right here. Ah, does it sound like I am that close? Interesting. It has different settings. It has the, like, normal... bass microphone setting, and then it has like an omnidirectional, which means it would pick up sounds from all sides. It also has something called a figure 8 setting. I haven't messed with it. I don't really know what the figure 8 setting would do. Because, like, if we have one direction that's like taking sound from all around, and then we have the normal direction, which is talking to it straight on, what the heck would figure 8 be? I have no idea what it's supposed to do, but I haven't messed with it, so I don't know. Anyways, at the very least, this will work. This will do good things, I am sure, so a slight, upgrade is always nice. Everything except straight on. Well, if it only picks up based on sides, doesn't that mean it would be kind of like an ASMR type setup? I don't know. I know, like, a vague amount of audio things, but I don't really know a lot about audio things, so I truly have no idea what it would mean. I could look it up, but also, I'm supposed to be working. But yeah, it is a new mic, so bear with me as I, mess around with it and try to get the new settings in order and all of that stuff. But yeah, as long as it sounds good, then yippee! That works for me. Audio engineering stuff is insane. I just hit button and go brr. No, literally though. That is exactly how it is. How are you doing, Yuno? How are you feeling? Thank you for asking. It feels like nobody has really, it feels like I've been kind of, fighting for my life out here. It kind of feels like I haven't really had a chance to talk about it with many people, or like if I do, they just kind of dismiss me and focus on stuff that's not related. So I guess you can tell it hasn't been great, but it is what it is. It's just like spill the tea, sis. No, it's not really tea. It's just, you know, I have been dealing with some things related to the box, as you guys know. I guess I don't really mind talking about it in, like, slight detail, but long story short, we were given a notice that we were going to be having an inspection, during my break. Like, I was maybe 2 or 3 days into my break, and then, we got a notice that we were going to be having an inspection. It was like a 10-day notice, and they were like, and just a reminder, we technically can evict you if we don't like the look of your place. And I was like, you can what? You can what? So I had to do a top to bottom deep clean of our current box. By our current box, I of course mean me and my human mother, who I still currently live with. So, yeah. Yeah. That was a bit rough. So I do all of that cleaning, right? And then, I finish it just in time. I've been, like, basically spending every moment I'm not taking, like, a brief pause to stream or, like, other things. I'm, like, spending it cleaning as best as I can. And then, the inspection was supposed to be yesterday. I say supposed to be because, the notice never gave us a window for when they were going to come inspect, but they said, that it needed to be done by Friday. So, like the good Oni that I am, I worked very, very, very hard, despite many circumstances making it extremely difficult. I worked very hard to make sure that everything would be ready by Friday, and then I waited the whole day, and they never showed up. Many such cases, I guess. So, I did all of that basically for nothing. At least for now. I guess the inspection is just going to happen literally whenever they feel like it. So, that's good, question mark? I don't know if it's good. But it feels like all of that work that I did was just kind of for nothing. And a lot of it was kind of like me getting worried that I wasn't going to finish in time. Because there was a lot that I had to do. So, the fact that they didn't show up is a little bit frustrating. Did they at least send you a message? I think if they had sent me a message, that would have made it a lot better. But no, there was no communication whatsoever. No communication. So that was a little bit disheartening, because I had worked very hard. Like I said on Twitter, I had spent, like, the majority of my break, and then all of this week, trying to get everything in order here, and I've been very stressed with things not related to box work. Just, like, other island tasks, because our island tasks have gone back to the normal time slot suddenly, and I was planning to, adjust my Saturday morning time to adjust to the changed slot, but now it's back to the normal slot, so don't get used to this time slot. We're going back to 6 a.m. next week. Did they say Friday or did they put the date? They put the date, which is why it's even more frustrating. They put the date. Like, that's why I was so confused that they just didn't appear at all. So, I mean, I do think that there is value in the fact that at least the box is, like, super clean now. And we've also taken care of a lot of stuff, to allow us to prep for the eventual move that we are trying to aim for. So we've made, like, progress in that regard, so it's okay. But it's also just, like... Man. Man. Apparently they just forgot. I mean, I guess that could very well be a possibility. But, you know. It would have been nice if they could have just said that we pass instead of just ghosting. I hate box inspections. Same! I hate surprise box inspections. Insert horse meme. Yeah, ocean wave horse. Correct. That really was me. I was just looking out on the shores of Onigashima like, hey, why? The Oni sure can be strict, you know? Didn't know that those were a thing, never had those happen. I mean, our relationship with the people who manage the box has been pretty chill for, like, a long time. So I don't know why they decided to do a surprise thing like this, and then I also don't know why they decided to not show up, despite saying they were going to, or, like, well, I guess the notice never formally said they were going to show up on that day, just that we needed to be ready by that day. I don't know, man. Sorry you had to clean your swamp. Yeah, all of my swamp stuff. Do you know how long it took me to prepare my swamp? My high-quality sludge. No. But I do agree that, like, at least having everything be clean now is nice. But yeah, so that was what I was dealing with. Which is just a bit of a pain because of all the other things that were going on. Like I said, there was more than just the pressing matter of the box inspection. It's just like... I've said this before, I think. I don't remember if I've said it in a public stream or if it was a member stream, but I've said before that for me, most times when something starts raining, it immediately pours, and then when it pours, it floods. Because I'm always, like, a step ahead when it comes to, like, the pile of shenaniganery that ends up happening in my life whenever something goes wrong. Like, the minute one thing goes wrong, it's just like a domino effect. And then suddenly everything in my life is going wrong. Every day I put up with circumstances. But it's fine. Such is life. The benefit is that it is clean now. Whenever they decide to inspect, it will be presentable. So, yeah. It's fine. As frustrating as it was in the moment, I'm kind of over it now. And plus, you know, this means I don't have to, like, worry about it, for, like, at least a couple of days, assuming that they're going to come check, like, later this week. But yes, okay, so... beginning ramble out of the way, I am going to be working on some things, as I often do during these work streams. I think the first thing I'm going to do is work on my schedule for next week. I would like to get that prepared, I think. So it's time to open Figma. Go into their box and inspect them. So true. I think if you are going to judge the quality of my box, I should be allowed to judge the quality of your box. I just think that's fair. Okay. Wait, we work on work streams? I do. I do try to anyway. Oh, you like the glasses? Yeah, I believe it was Sneaky who made them. It was like near debut, but Sneaky made glasses assets for everyone in Hanamizuki. I really like mine. I like round glasses. They're cute. They're gonna knock on your door midstream? I hope not. There is no reason they should be barging into the box on a Saturday. I don't think they work on Saturdays. So that would be kind of crazy. Knock on wood. Yeah, true. Please don't. Please don't come in during my stream. Man. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, I wanted to do it like this. Then we'll do it like this. FBI, open up! I mean, the Onigashima Bureau of Investigations, I don't think, is going to be the ones who examine the box. They are busy examining, other more important things around the island. They don't have time for little old me. I probably shouldn't on this day, actually, because of the... yeah, okay. So maybe we do it like this instead. The OBI or the OB. Yeah, exactly, you get it. You get it, you understood. There are probably way worse boxes than yours. I would have to hope. A procedural crime drama set in Onigashima sounds like it would be cool. The OBI coming to inspect your OB. No, not my OB. Do you know how long it takes to tie these things? Do not inspect. Okay, so... yeah, that looks good. Mr. Oni, sir? Is that your instead of officer? I see. The OBI agent, that looks through, that, like, spies on you and pays attention to make sure that you're tying your OB properly. How many times do we have to tell them that it's supposed to be facing this way? If you put it in the reverse order, that means that you're dead! I could definitely see it. Now all I can see is a big Oni in a suit with tiny little sunglasses. True! It is really funny trying to see the other Oni wear, like, full-body suits and things like that, because normally they don't really bother with shirts. Oni are just kind of like that. Especially the male Oni. They don't tend to worry about shirts very much. So, like, it's funny when they try to wear, like, full sets of clothing. It just looks ridiculous on them. They only recently discovered sunglasses, too, though. And they were like, these things can block the sunlight. That's amazing. Then you'd have a buddy cop show where the fresh human recruit is paired with the grizzled old Oni. Oh, that sounds so fun, though. I mean, I can't really see... The thing about the Grizzled Oni is that they would be very... not even just reluctant. I think they would just straight up refuse to work with a human, much less a human who is also a newbie. Definition of cringe. Oni drip. Yeah, exactly. They're getting a bit better with their fashion. Slow and steady. Did you show them sunglasses or did they find them on their own? I think I've mentioned this before, but we do have like a bit of a trade system, not just within Onigashima, but as we have slowly and steadily started opening up our borders, I suppose is the best way to put it, with the human world, we've been getting more like human things, and so our society is kind of slowly starting to catch up to where modern humans are. Sunglasses was one of the things they discovered through that. They knew about like normal glasses before then, but they didn't realize that there were like sunglasses that were specifically for blocking out bright light. And they don't like change your vision in any way besides the fact that you can like see in bright light. What's Onigashima's signature trade item? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I would have to look into it, I suppose, but I never really thought to ask. What week is even next week? Oh, I forgot to change the... Yeah, okay, that's on me. That's on me. Gotta do it like this. I'm going to guess corn. Why corn? I feel like rice and textiles would be big industries in Onigashima. I might agree with textiles. I don't think corn. We don't really have the right environment for growing corn, I don't think. Probably like jewels and other refined metals. Because there are a lot of Oni who will do expedition into the mountains and they'll go mining. And as we know, all of my stuff is made out of gold, so we have a pretty good gold export, I suppose. Cabbages. Yeah, we have a very dedicated cabbage cart. I hear it keeps getting destroyed in fights, though. Kind of unfortunate. Not my cabbages. You know, wearing the finest, love to see it. Only the best. Okay. We've got quite a busy week coming up. Busy, busy, busy. Big things. Bears are big things? Why are you bringing this up? What have I said that means that we need to talk about bears? Okay. Why would we not talk about bears? I can think of several reasons why we shouldn't talk about bears on this channel. Big things for Buno? I would say that they are more general big things. I would say more general big things. When you work on a schedule like right now, do you already know what will be on it, or is this the planning stage? So, I mean, okay, I've said it before, I don't usually plan very far ahead. I think the only time that I will, like, schedule for, like, things ahead of time is for A, a special event, or B, a collab with another VTuber. Because that means that I have to, coordinate with their schedule, and that usually means, like, agreeing on a date and time that works for both of us, so that will usually be planned in advance. So those are the only times I plan things. Other than that, I just kind of, like, think about what I'm already doing, and then I'm like, okay, we'll do this, 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 and that's kind of how it goes. So, like, for example, Onigashima Monday is pretty much always in my Monday slot. So, I just have to think about the topic for Onimon, and then I'm good. And then I have 2 game series going on right now, which is Spiritfarer and Tales of Symphonia. So then I just kind of have to decide what days I'm going to stream those. I usually prefer to be consistent with which day I stream the next installment of a series, because I feel like it's better for the viewers to know that, like, a certain day is going to have the next part of a certain stream. But, like, sometimes I do have to change the days around because of just life things. Or, like, other important schedule things. Like, if an event was going on, I would change the dates around to, like, make sure that we focus on the event, and then I would just do one of the series streams on a different day. Stop pouring one out for Oni Sunday. Stop. I still stream on Sundays, we just don't do Oni Sun. Why are you like this? What if you did a talk show called On the Horn? That is pretty funny. That's a pretty funny name for something that an Oni hosts. But I don't know. Would I even be good at hosting a talk show? Interesting. What did we look at Oni 2? Why do you want Oni 2? Oh my gosh, you guys are so silly. What is the point of having something called Onimon if you guys keep changing the day that we have it? Oni Sun enjoyers got fed once. Real pain is being an Oni 2's fan. Why would you be a fan of something that never happened? What on earth? Technically, Onimon happens on Tuesday for me. It's the same with management. When we set up our schedules, we have to talk about it in JST for the sake of management most of the time. Management wants us to do most everything scheduled around JST. So they also find it very funny that I'm talking about the stuff I do on Onimon when it's literally Tuesday. But it is what it is. It is Onigashima time zone, Monday, and that is what is most important. Oni wed, we can finally get married. I'm never doing an Onigashima Wednesday for that very reason. Nah. Not doing that. Oni Fry has to be a cooking stream? I guess. But specifically, it would have to be a stream where I'm frying food, right? That's true. If we're being literal, Oni Fry would technically mean that I am frying other Oni. Me earning that Michelin star. Do you think my wife would give me a Michelin star? You could get Isla on with her air fryer. Why do you guys think Isla is the only one with an air fryer? I have an air fryer too. I also have an air fryer. You're telling me you only fried this rice? So true. You gotta step up to the plate next time she makes a Michelin. Okay, but I've discussed this. I'm not a very good cook. Though I do technically still owe that dedicated Twitter thread where I document my attempts to make... I think we decided that I was gonna make bacon mac and cheese bites. That is technically a fried food. Have you caused a fire in the air fryer? No, I'm actually pretty okay at using the air fryer. It's basically just a microwave, but you can change the temperature. Well, I guess you could change it on a microwave, too. Why are we talking about this? Anyways, I need to work. Well, yeah, back to the topic of making a schedule, I guess, to, like, work out the process. Generally, I have, like, series streams, and I just plan those out first, and that usually fills up several slots on the schedule. And then, you know, I usually will always be doing a work stream on Saturday mornings. Sometimes I will pull a double and do something else. Like, sometimes that'll be when we do, like, a members watch-along or something. She got undistracted. I'm trying to work. How can I be a girl boss if you keep distracting me? Let's go back to the dog discussion. No, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. That said, I should probably do a member stream this week. What should we do? Should we do another watch-along, or should it just be... maybe we'll do a members game stream? You guys really liked when we did Jackbox during my birthday, so maybe we'll do members Jackbox. Maybe. Members drinking. It's because Chad is low on Unonium and having a Uno deficiency where it causes them to mistake animals and say office permission over object permanence. So you admit that it's all jokes and memes because you just want to spend more time with me because I'm fighting with you. This is toxic, Damadachi. You can just be like, we want to spend more time with you, Yuno. You don't have to do it by causing me problems. Was there ever any doubt? I mean, guys are such soons. Why make it easy for you? Rude. I make it easy for you guys. I always express how much I appreciate you. We can schedule 48 3-hour streams? Huh? What do you mean 48 3-hour streams? In 1 week? What? What did they mean by this? The only thing I'm not sure about in terms of the schedule, I guess besides, like, the members only, is what I should do for Wednesday. Members only ASMR. I mean, I still have to get the interface that I need in order to set up for ASMR. I need a new audio interface if I want to do actual ASMR. I can do, like, quiet talking into my current regular microphone, but I would need to get, a new interface if I want to do a proper ASMR stream. But that's the thing. Do I want to, is the thing. How much? No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do what? Don't do it. Interface I are expensive. Well, I mean, the one that I use and the one that I found, because it's just an upgraded version of the one that I currently have. It's like relatively affordable. It's just a matter of like actually pulling the trigger on the purchase, I guess. Like this microphone that I just got is already kind of like the little treat. So I'm a bit nervous to spend even more money on another thing. At least right now. But I do plan to get the upgrade soon. Because it'll work just the same as my current one. It'll just have slightly better features. Good luck with your grocery shopping. Thank you for hanging out. Enjoy your lurk. I need to grocery shop later today, too. I've been doing that thing that is not recommended, but I have to do it like that anyway. Because, I don't know why I'm talking in vague terms. Long story short, because I've been cleaning, I really don't want to dirty more dishes, so I've been ordering out a lot. I mean, the excuse is also that I'm out of groceries, but like, you know, I don't want to cook because I don't want to dirty more dishes that I have to wash when I just finished cleaning the kitchen. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to I don't want to have to dirty it again. I just cleaned. Bruh. Reiner, thank you for the $150. I guess you meant the daily goal. Was the don't do it a reverse psychology way of saying do it? Bruh. No! That's not true! But I knew that if I said the price out loud, you guys would... you guys would do something. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the deterrent that I thought it would be. I'm going to have to come up with a new strategy. Thank you for the donation. Grocery shopping on double stream day. I mean, there's a pretty big gap between when this stream will end and when the collab with Ranchan will be happening, so I'll have time. It's just a matter of getting there. No upper limit, exactly. Oh no. No, that's not what I meant. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll just have to ban whoever donos. Okay, but the thing is, you guys are weird and you want that. You guys are weird and you like getting timed out for some reason. So if I say something like that where I'm just like, oh, if you donate to me, I'm just gonna ban you, you guys are gonna be like, oh, please, Miss Yuno, please hit us with the ban hammer. We want it so bad. Shaking my head. New strat is to tell us a price but lie and make it really small. I need to dono on Ron so she speaks uwu on collab because I think that's her next milestone. Oh man. Are you going to try and do it so that I have to interact with uwu Ron? That'd be very funny. Shaking and crying for the Shadow Realm. Strange. Strange the lot of you. What should I do for Wednesday? Wednesday morning. So usually when I get to this point, I do one of two things. Going over the process of scheduling again. I either look through my Steam library, or like just my general library of games that I have, and I try to see if there would be anything interesting that I could try to play for a one-off stream, or like a shorter series of streams, or I go to my unfinished stream incentives, and I pick something from there. Because I do still have a few of those. A few. I have several, actually. So some of these would be kind of, like, strange to do at 6 a.m. because Wednesday is another 6 a.m. time slot. I'm finally knocking this one off though, so heck yeah. How about a short VN? That could be a good option. I would have to find a VN to that would count as short though. I'm sure it's just here because it's popular, but I looked up the visual novel category on Steam, and it's showing me Persona 3 Reload. That is not a visual novel. That's just a JRPG. Please. Although I do want to play it. How's a full boyfriend? That's not short. Categories on Steam are really bad. So true. Agreed. I will think about it. I'm gonna check my library first before I go picking out a new game, maybe. That new Ultimate game that's popular? Which one? Literally, which game? Although actually, I think you might be talking about Love in Deep Space. That one's mobile only. I don't really have a good setup for capturing stuff from my phone. I would if I could, but it doesn't have a PC client, unfortunately. Which also means that that game must be an insane battery drainer for people who actually do play it. Because it's 3D models, right? That must be rough on your phone battery. Have you played the Who Murdered Sonic visual novel? I haven't, actually. I haven't played it. I heard that one was relatively short, I think. It is a battery drain. I see one of my friends play it while using a power bank. Oof. Oof. That's never a good sign. Speaking of Sonic, I'm really excited for the new Sonic game. I want it. Okay, yeah, we can do Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog then. It's fine by me. The art style is so cute too. Ugh, I love Sonic. Classic Sonic with Shadow's little suit is the best thing this year so far. You are objectively correct. Sonic X Shadow looks great, but I can't believe they named it that. I can. There's no way they don't know. There's no way they don't know what this is doing. There's no way. I refuse to believe that they don't know. Depending on how hard you fail the minigames, hey, why is your first thought that I'm going to fail? Maybe I'm going to be an epic gamer. Did you not see how good I was at platforming during Greece? Don't you think I'm gonna be fine? Why don't you have faith in me? That's crazy. How do you spell the word? Okay, I did spell it right. Same like when they included the Sonic OC creator. Okay, well, again, that was definitely an intentional move. They were like, alright, we see everyone making their Sonic Sonas, might as well give them an official creator. But yeah, no, I feel like if any... I mean, I know that it's kind of a meme at this point how internet-savvy brand social media accounts are these days, but like, come on, you can't honestly expect me to believe that the people that are running the Sonic Twitter, with the way that they tweet and how aware of trends that they are, you cannot expect me to believe that they did not know what was going to be happening when the execs were like, yeah, we're gonna call the game Sonic X Shadow. Everybody was just like, oh yeah, that'll do great. I'm sure that will definitely not cause any problems in internet search histories. Like, they have to know. They have to know. And, like, good for them, honestly. It started with Wendy's, and I hate how everyone else followed suit. I don't want to say that it started with Wendy's. I think that Wendy's was the thing that really put it on the map. But I think that Wendy's had been pretty much like that for a while, and then it was only because of the roasting that led to people being like, oh, wow, a social media account that's, like, sassy and funny and is staying on top of trends. I want to go buy a Wendy's burger. Said nobody ever. Well, said nobody ever until that particular ad campaign. But nah, managing social media like that is hard work, so more power to them, but also it can be kind of painful when you see them attempt to be relatable. Won't that distract people away from the game? No, see, the point is they want to get that tag. That's not what it's called. They want to fill the search results with the game instead. It's like, I'm not the most educated on this subject, so don't fully listen to me, but from my understanding, the idea is like brand awareness, you know? Where, yeah, if you're on the internet, you know what Sonic X Shadow means. Corporate execs might not know, but if we go operating under the assumption that, like, there are probably people on the team that know, if not the executives. But I think that their intention with letting the name go through is that they want to become the new most popular result when you search that. So, like, obviously in the beginning, because the game's only been recently released, you're gonna look up Sonic X Shadow and you're gonna see what you're gonna see. But then, because of the fact that more people are going to be looking for it with the intention of finding information about the game, it's going to change the most common, or like most autofilled or like most popular results to the actual game, and it's going to become less about the other stuff. So I think their intention is to try and drown out the existing search results to like make it focused more on the game. I think there have been a few other examples of this where people will like choose a name for something that's like knowing that it's usually associated with something else. And the goal is to kind of like take it over until people kind of forget what it was originally used for. But again, if we're talking specifically about like ship tags, people are just going to start using the name combo more, which is Sonato. So like they're not going to get rid of it. Feel like some children are going to get traumatized. It's very likely. I wouldn't be surprised either, personally. I remember reading that was the reason the horse in Elden Ring was named Torrent. Yes, that's the example I was thinking of. Thank you for reminding me. I remember reading about that on Twitter, and I was just like, that's very clever, but also I don't know if it's necessarily going to work. But yeah, exactly. Because that would stop people from trying to torrent the game, because people would be looking it up and then would end up getting just pictures of the horse. And the intention would be to, like, switch the results. So I think it might be a kind of similar angle that they are trying to take with the new Sonic game. Is it, like, intentionally trying to dilute? I don't know. But that might be something that they are thinking that could happen, basically. I prefer to call that ship Shannick. No, Sonato is way better. But, you know, I'm the kind of person who doesn't really care about, I don't think name order has anything to do with... Are you guys really gonna get me to talk about BL? I was about to make a comment about my view of ship names. I think I talked about it a bit during the fanfic streams. But I'm like, do I really need to go this deep into the weeds on this topic? Why are you all saying yes? A surprise to be sure. Well, whether or not it's a surprise, I don't think that's true. What about BL? You know. Oh, Hanaki, by the way. Anyway, what I was going to say is I am not one of those people that thinks that, the way you combine names in a character pairing says anything about, like, okay, whatever. That it doesn't mean anything about being a top or a bottom. Because, for example, I prefer the ship name Flurry if we're talking about Flynn and Yuri from Tales of Vesperia. But, like, that doesn't necessarily, I think that, Flynn is the one that's on top, you know? Like, I personally don't care about that, but there are some people in fandom circles that are very, very serious about the ship name connotating which one is the giver, basically. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I think that Sonato is the better ship name, but I don't think that that necessarily has any bearing on their actual dynamic. Because otherwise, at least like if we're talking about Flynn and Yuri, I think that Flurry is cute because it also kind of references like the song from their key fight, which is Fury Sparks. Flurry, Fury. It sounds kind of similar. And then also, Yulin is like nice, I guess, but I just think Flurry is better because it's like a flurry of blades because they're always sword fighting. But no, with Sonato too, I just think I like Sonato as a name better than Shonic. Shonic just sounds icky. I don't like it. Don't put that in quotes! I'm saying what I'm saying. I do actually mean it. You guys don't know because we haven't gotten to Tales of Vesperia yet, but like, they do be sword fighting. I can promise you that. Shonic sounds like you're talking about Sonic while drunk. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that. Are you saying that we will? I mean, I might take a break after I finish Symphonia, but I have gotten permissions to play like all of the Tales games that are currently on Steam, so it's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. Management just shuddered. Yeah. But look, I get to have my little treat, okay? I get to have my fun little treat, and my little treat is my Tales streams. Did you watch the Ufotable Tales anime? Which one? They've made a few. Okay, so that. Mostly game streams again this week. Look at me gaming. Look at me playing video games. They made more than Zestiria? I believe so. I think Ufotable was responsible for another one. I have to double check. But I will say that Ufotable has done a lot of the, like, anime cutscene work for Tales games. Okay, yeah, so, I was right. Ufotable also did Tales of Symphonia, and then they did Zestiria, and then they've done cutscenes for Xillia, Xillia 2, Zestiria, and Berseria. I was right. I knew they did Symphonia too, but I wanted to make sure. But they did Symphonia first. Is that how you're supposed to pronounce Ufotable? I mean, I think you're supposed to say it like Ufotable, but I've always said Ufotable, so it kind of slips out still. How are they as adaptations? The Symphonia OVAs? I think they are okay. The thing about Symphonia was that it was a series of OVAs. They had one for Silverant, and then they had one for Tetheala, and then they had a third arc that I'm not saying because it's spoilers to the plot of Symphonia. I think they do a really good job of focusing on Colette's side of the story. Because, Lloyd is technically our main character. I kind of feel like, at least in the Silverant arc, they kind of made Colette more of the lead. You get a lot more of Colette's inner thoughts and, like, what she is up to and, like, how she really feels about things. But the problem is that they are a series of OVAs, right? So, like, they're short. I think each arc is only, like, 4 or 5 episodes. Actually, I can check because I found out that they are actually all officially uploaded on YouTube. I will find it. Yeah, so each arc is like 4 episodes. And it can be very hard to condense the events of the game in 4 episodes, in my opinion. So, like, the one downside of it is that it's very short and it's very much a, like, highlight reel of sorts for some things. So to that end, because it is so short, I think that that is a bit of a negative. I think it would be better if it was more episodes allocated to each arc. Me personally. No side quest percent speedrun. No, literally no side quests. Just none. But I think that the animation is really good. And I do think that the things that they do choose to focus on in each arc are also good. But I also just think it could have been better if they had given it more time. But, you know, you can't win them all. But I think for what they were, they added, like, a certain kind of charm to the characters. And even if the story was very abridged, I think that it was really nice to see them animated. I have heard mixed things about how Ufotable did with Zestiria. Zestiria the X. I have heard mixed things. I think if you are a fan of the original plot of Zestiria, then you probably would not like it, because I believe that the anime changes a lot of things, allegedly. I don't know. I haven't actually gotten to Zestiria, so I know nothing about it. But I have heard, at least, that the anime changed a lot. But depending on how you feel about the game, you could argue that it's for the better. So I've heard. Okay, I need to export this. Watch long after you beat that game, then Ikazo. We really could, though, because it is officially uploaded on their YouTube channel. I think it's on Bandai Namco Europe's channel, but they did upload it, like, the version with English subtitles. So we absolutely could watch it after we beat the game. And do a comparison. Personally, I'd recommend playing Berseria before Zestiria to get into it easier. Right, Berseria is like a prequel, isn't it? If we're talking about, like, the timeline. Again, so I've heard. I haven't played Berse either. Didn't the Zestiria anime have 2 episodes dedicated to Berseria in it? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They are connected. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Because for the longest time, I didn't have a way to play these games. So I never got to play them when they were like first releasing. I was very sad about the fact that I couldn't keep up with the Tales releases. But now I can. So it'll be nice to revisit the games that I didn't get to play. It is a prequel. I didn't like Berseria at all at first. Playing it after Berseria made me enjoy it a bit more. Oh, interesting. I think I would still personally want to try and play them in release order. And then I guess I would, like, see if I felt the same way. But I'll try looking into it and see what other people recommend too. But I do agree that there is probably some sort of value in playing them close together and kind of understanding that connection a bit more strongly. Alright. Schedule for next week is done. Okay. I have stuff I have to write now. Although I have to end really soon too. Ugh. Oh jeez. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. We distracted her too much. No. I'm fine. It's okay, really. If I really felt like I was getting too distracted, I would have said something. And I would have been like, let me work. And I would have forced you guys to be quiet. Clearly, the fact that I am still, like, engaging in the conversation means that I do want to be talking. So don't worry about it. It is okay. You know when you have to say that you're fine, but you're not really fine, and it's because you... Yeah, no, I'm okay. See, the thing is, it's because the island tasks require me to go early. You know how when I was streaming at 6 a.m., I would always have a hard cutoff at around 10 a.m.? That's because it's when the island tasks pick back up. I scheduled this thinking that the new island task time was going to be in effect, but no, they changed it immediately. I think we only got to experience the new schedule change, like, during my break, which was when I wasn't streaming. So, yeah, I think that was when they said it, because, like, that Saturday, they ended up changing it back to the normal time. I was like, frick. Dang it. Oh, wait, no, it would have had to have been sooner, because I had already set up my schedule. I don't remember. Anyway, point is, I had been like, oh, cool, well, now that it's a bit later, that means that I can start my stream a bit later, and that could be better for some of the Namadachi, so that they don't have to stay up past 3 a.m. to watch me. But then, you know, outside circumstances were like, well, what if we just turned it back to the normal time? So here I am. But that's alright. We do what we must. But that said, it's because I have the hard cutoff of 10 that I am a bit anxious about time. Are you sure about that? No, that was, like, actually what happened. Oh boy, 3 a.m. That's literally you guys every time I start my morning streams. It will always be 3 a.m. somewhere. Yes, but it would have been nice to have, like, a slightly later time, I guess? I don't know. But point is, hard cutoff time so hopefully I will be able to make some good progress on what I gotta do. I'm actually not writing a script for once. Whoa, crazy, I know. I'm working on... I don't know how I would word what this is, but all I can say is it's not a script. It's not like a fiction piece either. Like, I'm not writing a story or anything. But I am writing something related to my work. There's always this evening stream. Yes, of course. That's what I tell people. I'm just like, there's other streams. You don't have to force yourself to be awake. It's like, I always feel kind of bad when I see everyone being like, oh, it's 3 a.m. for me, but I guess I'm staying up to watch Yuno. And I'm just like, don't do that. Get sleep if you need it. In that case, fruit sleep? No, do not fruit sleep. Is it something we will eventually end up reading? Probably not. I usually work out during your morning stream slot, so it works out. It's nice to listen to. Really? Interesting. I didn't know that. Science shows cute anime girls are almost as restorative as 8 hours of sleep, and I don't argue with science. You want to cite your sources for that? I would love to see the studies that you read. Definitely a love letter to Ron. What do you think the Mad Libs are? In reality, I'm going to fill out a Mad Lib that's just going to be about how much I love my wife. Source, Damadachi, trust us, Yuno. Interesting source. Okay, I have to look something up for this. Senator Armstrong, U.S. Congress. I see it. Okay. You seem relaxing today? I suppose so. Hanaki. I'm mostly just hanging out. Trying to get some work done. Doing my best. I'm usually this level of energy, I would say. Hi, Hanaki. Welcome in. Been so busy, couldn't catch any streams or VODs. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope things are starting to settle down a little bit for you. But that is okay. I'm glad that you were prioritizing your, other tasks. Yeah, I think I can agree with, what a year it's been in February. I feel like this is a very pivotal year for a lot of things in general. I feel like a lot of big things are happening and like things are going to be changing in a lot of ways. Just from my general understanding. The year just started and so much happened recently. It's been hard. Just in a lot of ways. But I do agree that it would be best to just focus on the light things. A good time zone to you too. Hanaki, welcome. But yeah, I think all I really have to say on the matter is that I do feel like this is going to be a very... I think the word I want to use is pivotal, but I feel like this is going to be a very pivotal year for... I guess things in general. But I feel like the VTuber space is going to be seeing a lot of growth and changes. And I'm sure most of them will be positive. But this definitely feels like a big year of change. Hope to get some semblance of a normal schedule again. In a few months, need to slice out a bit of that schedule pie for VTuber giggles. That is true. Sometimes you just need to have a little bit of time set aside to watch some cute VTubers. Because that is a good way to prioritize yourself and your own tasks still, you know? Taking a break from them will make it a lot easier to focus on them again. Focusing on cute half Oni? Yeah, just focus on me. We're all good. I have to travel outside the state next month, so I'm gonna lose more sleep, so I take breaks when I can. I'm glad you're taking breaks. I wish you luck with your... I assume it's gonna be for, like, a work trip? I hope that that goes well for you. Oh gosh, that is a big time difference. I don't think I've ever... Yeah, I've never traveled that far before. I have experienced like other time zones before, but I've never gone through that drastic of a time zone shift. The flight was long. In my case, the flight food was excellent. Every time people talk about food that they eat on planes, I just think about that cliche, so what's the deal with airplane food? Even though I've never actually, like, the reason I think about that is because I've never flown on a plane. Fun Oni facts. I've never been on a plane, so I don't really know like the standard of food quality on planes. I assume it's bad. But that's the first thing that my brain goes to every time people talk about like flights that they go on and stuff. I'm just like, I don't... All I know is that, what's the deal with airline food? The island has no planes. This is true. And I mean, you know, Onigashima is only like recently starting to introduce cars. I don't drive either. So, we're not really used to using any of that kind of stuff for transportation. Surely you've been to an airport? Oh, I've been to an airport, but it was never to go on a plane. It was only to, like, pick up people who flew here. I've never been the one to do the flying. Never, ever. Ooh, bulgogi bibimbap. That sounds so good. Man, you're gonna make me hungry. I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I'm gonna get so hungry. That feel when no groceries. I'm really gonna have to get those groceries in this in-between period. Maybe after I finish my island tasks. You better eat. I'm gonna. Just gotta do it, you know, after my island tasks. You need some brunch funds? No, I don't. I'm okay. Thank you. But I'm okay. I am fine. I am not a starving Oni. I am just hungry. You have the chocolate rations still, right? I do. But I'm not eating that for breakfast. Oh, Hanaki! Welcome in. I ain't organizing it like this. I should just write it the way I want to write it. Send more chocolate. See, you know, got it. Girl dinner menu today? No! I just said I'm gonna get groceries! It's just gonna be in between my streams. I'll be fine. Although I do think I'm probably going to make, like, ramen or something for lunch later. Because it is cold in Onigashima. And I want soup. I've been doing this thing where I've been taking the gyoza that I have, and I've been, like, boiling them in the soup so that I end up having, dumplings in soup. Yum, yum, yum. Basically, I'm craving that right now. Can we get Pop-Tarts? Yeah, what flavor? The only correct answers are brown sugar cinnamon or hot fudge sundae. Girl dinners will be the death of us one day. That's not true. Girl dinners keep us alive. We need to get this woman another birthday. What do you mean, another? I don't think you understand how birthdays work. Was going to suggest s'mores, but brown sugar cinnamon is good too. I love brown sugar cinnamon. It's better than the strawberry, and that is a hill that I will gladly die on. Hot fudge is the only answer. I do love the hot fudge sundae too. I just think the hot fudge sundae one's really good. I like the chocolate pastry, and then like kind of the marshmallow cream type texture of the cream on the inside. Yum. You like the blueberry one? That's fair, but I've said this before. I might low-key be allergic to blueberries, so I can't have them. But I'm glad that you can enjoy them. But yeah, I can't have the blueberry, and I also can't have any, like, cherry flavors. I'm bad with fruit. I actually have 2 different birthdays. There's a local calendar in my state that's misaligned from the Gregorian calendar. Really? That's fascinating. Google says there actually is a cheesecake-flavored Pop-Tart. How wonderful. I've never had the cheesecake Pop-Tart, but that does sound delicious. Just the artificial flavors or actual fruit? I don't know. I know that the issue that I had with blueberries was with like an artificial blueberry flavor. So maybe it's artificial blueberry. But I know that with cherries, it was with the actual fruit. Because I had gotten a milkshake that had a cherry on top. And then I don't eat the cherry. I never really had the urge to eat the cherry. But I had a spoonful of the whipped cream that the cherry had touched. And it made my tongue swell up. So no cherries. I got itchy. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Hanaki, welcome in. Good time zone to you. I was about to say good morning, but it's not morning for everyone. Dessert Pop-Tarts out of the freezer are real good. You freeze them? Interesting. I can see that being good. I was always surprised that people actually, like, cook their Pop-Tarts. Like, they actually toast them. I've never really toasted mine. I think the closest I've gotten was, like, lightly microwaving it. But I've never fully toasted them. Never had a Pop-Tart. They any good? They work for their intended purpose. They are... I think some people would argue that they are very dry. Why are you scared to eat a Pop-Tart? They're nothing to be scared of. I think that they are just very dry pastries. They have, like, a hard icing on top, and then, like, the filling inside depends on the flavor that you get. But, like, they're just kind of really dry, especially if you just eat them as they are. Toast the fruit ones and chill or freeze the dessert ones is the strat. Really? If you freeze them, they can be a very good base for an ice cream sandwich. That's big brain. I've never thought about that. Hell yeah, dude. Worried they're not gonna be as good as people say. Same reason I've never eaten a Twinkie. Bro, I don't think it's that deep. If you don't like it, it's not like you... It's not like you're going to be destroyed. You're not gonna be burned at the stake for not liking a Twinkie. Twinkies are overrated anyway. It's literally just a yellow sponge cake with a cream in the middle. I don't understand why people act like they are a gift from the heavens. Makes no sense. People will riot over food. I mean, I will make opinions where I'm just like, you're allowed to have that opinion. But like, who am I to care about what you put into your body as long as you are being nourished, you know? Twinkies are mid, it's all about zebra cakes. Zebra cakes are okay. I do think that Twinkies are mid. I agree. What was the... There was a different Hostess pastry that I liked a lot better. Hold on. I'm literally about to sit here and look up what I'm thinking of. Fudge rounds? Those are pretty good. Disclaimer, Pop-Tarts do not nourish you, only have them as a snack. Yeah, that's the thing. Pop-Tarts are definitely intended to be a snack. I remember when I was still in school, I would get Pop-Tarts and like a little thing of Fritos, and then like a bottled water. And that would be my girl lunch in between classes. Also, the thing I was thinking of was Ho-Hos. I love Ho-Hos. Those are good. Oatmeal cream pies, cosmic brownies, and Swiss cake rolls are the top tier snacks. I love cosmic brownies. Good taste. Oatmeal cream pies are okay. Swiss cake rolls, also okay. Cosmic brownies, though, top tier. Honey buns is my kryptonite at vending machines. I loved honey buns when I was a kid. Those are my go-to breakfast for sure. Isn't that a Pokemon? No, you're thinking of Ho-Oh. What I'm talking about is Ho-Ho. You know, like if it was Santa Claus, Ho-Ho-Ho, but just take off the extra ho. And it's just the Ho-Ho. So Ho-Hos are like, they're like, they're kind of like Swiss roll cakes, but they're like long chocolate cakes, and then they've got cream in the center. But it's more of like a creme rather than like the usual cream that you would expect in like a Twinkie. Or like a Swiss roll cake. And it's also like got an extra layer of chocolate on top of it. I feel like a lot of snack and dessert food is advertised as breakfast food because for some reason, depending on where you live, breakfast is seen as the time where you usually eat like sweet dishes. Like, you know, pancakes, waffles, crepes, cinnamon rolls. Like, things like that. There's something about pastries being associated with breakfast. I also think it could be because of the usual combination of sweet thing plus bitter coffee. It leads to that, like, flavor balance that people usually look for in their meals. Ice cream. I mean, no joke. I have had ice cream for breakfast before. Well, like a form of it. I used to sometimes get a milkshake in the mornings. Only as like a special treat though. It would be like my end of week thing before going into school. You say that and I'm eating a slice of cake for breakfast as we speak. I mean, I love that for you, as long as you're nourishing. Sugar for the tired mind, warmth for the soul. Yeah, that's true. There is that whole thing about how, like, bursts of sugar are really good for brain activity. Graduation day, I took a pint of ice cream into a cup and added coffee. Oh, so you made an affogato. Delicious. Affogatos are so good. Yum. I'm jealous. I want one now. I mean, I drink iced coffee regularly, but the one time you'll get me to drink a slightly warmer coffee is with an affogato. So dang good. You have to have a good coffee brew for that, though. Gesundheit. It did not sound like a sneeze. Sweet food goes by fast, that way you're hungry for lunch. Is that it? Is the big breakfast plan that they just want to get us hungry for lunch? Iced coffee even in sub-zero temps. Yep, that's me. Always and forever. To the point where people at coffee establishments will judge me for ordering iced coffee in below freezing. I love it. Popsicle, you know, that's me. I'm very cold. That's not true. I actually have very warm hands. My hands are warm and soft, and I have been told that they are kind of small. I think they're average, but apparently my hands are a little small. But I am actually a quite warm-bodied person, despite how much cold coffee I consume. The more you know, I guess. Sweet food is supposed to shock your body awake? Really? I mean, the only thing I know about sugar is that it's recommended that you... well, recommended, but like a tip that I would be told when I was taking a lot of exams was to like have a small piece of candy or something on hand, so that way you could get like a quick burst of energy and it would help your brain. It's apparently good for studying too. I have a cat's tongue to drink, so I prefer ice and cold brews. I love when people talk about the cat tongue thing. One of the characters in Idolish 7, Yamato, he also has a cat tongue, and the characters tease him for it a lot. He's very particular with how he takes his coffee, I believe. Like, he'll drink hot coffee, but he can't drink it unless it's been cooled down with exactly 2 ice cubes. And the reason this is funny is because, Yamato's last name is Ni Kaido, and within Idolish 7, there's like a big focus on their numbers. And his number is 2. So the fact that it's specifically 2 ice cubes. Hilarious. I love him. Anyways, Idolish 7 ran over. What is a cat tongue? It basically means that you can't handle too hot of temperatures. So you have to do something to, like, cool it down a little bit so that it's not too intense of heat. Usually it's associated with, like, people who can't drink, like, fresh coffee or fresh hot tea, because it, like, immediately burns their tongue. Like, they're very sensitive to the heat of it. And then they have to, like, cool it down just a little bit before they can ingest it. I do think it's an actual, like, thing, but it's, like, a slang term for people who can't consume hot beverages, or, like, hot soups or anything also count. Specifically hot in temperature, not necessarily in flavor. Though maybe also in flavor, who knows? X, Idolish 7 talk is just shelved for later. You don't want me to ramble about Idolish 7. I will be insane about it. That's what it's called. I always thought I'd have to train my tongue to be immune to the burns. You have a cat tongue. Now you know. Meow, meow, meow. You were talking about looks. That drink is too sexy. I can't drink it. Were you steer insanity by now? Doubt. You haven't heard me fully talk about Idolish 7. So I don't believe you. That coffee is thick with creamer. The fact that you're mentioning the creamer too, awful. Otaku talk. Yeah, you call that otaku. Get it? Otak. Get it? Because otak. do you get it? It's pretty funny. Anyway, as I have said, I have a hard cutoff time at 10, so I am going to have to call the stream off here, unfortunately. I wish I could keep streaming, but alas, I have things I must do. I have island tasks, and I have to also get groceries and things so that I can be ready for later. There will probably be a day where I do info dump about Idolish 7, because it is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. Today is not that day, but there will probably be a maybe not even a dedicated stream, but there will probably be a time where I hold you all hostage and I make you experience Idolish 7 through me rambling about it. Hope you got things done today. I did! I finished my schedule for next week, and I've started the base draft for the other thing I was working on. So that's something. But for now, though, I'm going to have to leave, because I gotta take care of my stuff. You have a chance for now, but eventually. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. As you know, because I fumbled my schedule, we will be having another stream later tonight with Ron-chan. We're gonna be doing some Mad Libs together. There's like a website that I found that lets you fill in a bunch of different Mad Libs on a bunch of different topics. So we're probably just gonna go back and forth and pick different Mad Libs to fill out, and you guys will be able to help us fill them out too. So I hope you will look forward to the shenanigans between me and Ron-chan, my beloved wife. And until then, I hope you have a good rest of your time zone. And until I see you again, Yunotsu!